Coom, salutations to the primes. 747 24/7 361 degrees. When what's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. What's going on? All right, we are in the place to be. Shout out to you, or if you are in here, shout out to everybody that's coming in from the movement. I see you. Yo, what's up? Coom, salutations to the primes. The Messiah Code is online. Can y'all hear me? What up? What up? What up? Uno, number uno. Uno is uno. Peace, peace. Peace to everybody watching in the YouTube, everybody watching in the Facebook. What's up? Peace to all the Messiahs. All the Messiahs. Thank you for service. That was the best invention. It's the internet. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's the greatest invention of mankind. What's up, y'all? Shush. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Turn it up. Turn it up. Oh, yeah. I'm just having a little fun. Let me share the video. Let me set it up. A little bit. What's going on, y'all? Peace to all the Messiahs. Man, this is going to be a classic, of course. What is today's date in the Codex? Does anybody know? What's up? You in here? State your name. Put it in the comment section. You are relevant. So today's date in the Codex so happens to be 3/10/14. I'm gonna go over those numbers today. I'm gonna build on a science. 3, 10, and 14. That's what today's date in the Codex is. As you know, it is 392 days in the calendar of the new age called Aquarius, or a cycle. 392 days. We're bringing it back to the 7. Let me turn this music down a little bit. What's up? What's up? Yeah, all right. So, yeah. Now, in the age of Aquarius, we are in the 3rd month, the 10th moon, and the 14th sun. All right. So we're going to build on the concept of those numbers. Okay. So when we're dealing with the 3rd month, it's dealing with a sense of humility. Okay. It's dealing with contemplation. Because the knee, it reflects contemplation in a sense of one going into their self, in a sense of utilizing humility to find the certain measures to learn from. Okay? So, yeah, it's connected with the knee, and the knee is also flexibility. All right? Being flexible in different situations, being able to persevere through them. Okay? So, yeah, the 3rd month, we're going to be tested all this month. We're going to be tested, tried and proven to do whatever we need to do to be the greater versions of ourselves. All right? Shout out to you, because you are a Messiah. Okay? Y'all can hear me loud and clear. Let me know. I haven't did a mic check yet, a sound check. So let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. I haven't did a mic check yet. Okay, okay. Now I did it. I did a mic check. All right, cool, 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 cool. What's up, man? Shout out to y'all, man. How y'all feeling today? Shout out to the family. Yo, love, life, wealth, the law of attraction. So this is deep because we're talking about just the law of attraction. It's actually seven laws that is applied to this. Okay? You got the law of the mind, then you got the law of correspondence, which is as above, so below. Then you got the law of vibration. Then you got the law of polarity. Then you got the law of rhythm. Then you got the law of cause and effect. And then you got the law of gender. But they operate simultaneously. These laws actually don't operate one after the other, like one is preferred after the other or before the other. They actually all operate simultaneously. All right. So yeah, what's going on? Let's groove it out. Let's flex it out a little bit. Let's enjoy the moment for what life is, man. Okay. Hopefully you can hear the music playing. I don't know what's going on with it. Let's see if it'll work. Yeah. All right, cool. We got something groovy. We can just flex, man. We can just enjoy the time. All right. So, like I said, we're in the third month, the 10th moon and the 14th sun. Okay? So you got 28 moons or reflections of the moon in a cycle. Okay? 28 reflections of the moon. Okay? And that cycle in the middle path moves from 1 through 28. And then you got the last number that moves from 1 through 31. All right? Or it can move from 1 through 30 or 1 through 28. It is interchangeable. All right? It depends on how the waves of the world moves because it follows a network, a sequence of what the world would be following. All right? Which is 3, 10, 14. Okay? 10 represents literally like a doorway that one enters or one uh where one is locked away from. Okay? And many of us have been locked away from different opportunities that we need to embark upon so we can live the greater versions of ourselves. All right? But what I'm going to tell you, this is connected with the law of attraction because now we're going to start thinking like the way we want to be. Like everything, can y'all hear me? Like everything that we want to achieve, everything that we want to become, everything that we think as a substance of our happiness, we got to think of it as in the now. All right? Because if we thinking of it as in the now, we sending the feeling out to the universe. The universe moves in the now. That's all the universe does. It moves in the now. So the idea is programming the universe with the feeling that you truly want to have. So if you really want joy and you want substance and the things that you really want to achieve, the root of it is at the heart and how you feel truly about yourself and the happiness within yourself. Because a lot of us, we will chase these dreams and we'll do different things that one considers or acquires to be, success or whatever like that, or money, should I say like that. And then once we get the money, doing something with the money is something else. Because now you talking about a happiness. Or what about you get that woman? How about that? You get that woman, right? And you say, man, and let me say this, nobody's perfect. Everybody has something a blemish on them in a sense of where they can be upgraded. All right, so you find a woman, a good woman, and then you start to not appreciate it in a sense. That's the same thing of what I am talking about. All right. Life presents something special to us, and the uniqueness of what we provide is everlasting. All right. So when you are reflecting to the universe, your emotions have to be intact for whatever you want to achieve. It has to be intact. You have to know that, you want happiness. You say, man, I want happiness. Since you want happiness, let's reflect on the happiness and what happiness feels like in the root of it. And the root of happiness, it starts with self. It starts with achieving little things and minor things that you have to do for yourself and not no one else can do for you. And that's real talk. I'm speaking to you like a brother. They call me BB, LaMail, big brother, baby brother. I'm speaking to you like a father. I'm speaking to you like a son. I'm speaking to you like an uncle. I'm speaking to you like a nephew, or whatever you want to call it, a grandfather as well. Shout out to my sister Yuthi. Shout out to my sister Jamila in the building. Everybody, Facebook, YouTube, thank you. My brother Anku, sister Jasmine, everybody that supports the movement, shout out. I love y'all. When we put up, look, man, we are prehistoric people. How should I say that? This turtle right here, represents that we are prehistoric people. Y'all hear me? This reflection of this turtle is the fact that we are prehistoric people. We are prehistoric. Many of us are different tribes. And we come to reflect that and say that we are Thawalu, because Thawalu is divine consciousness. It's not essentially a phenotype. Thawalu is not essentially a biological means. It's not just biological, how should I say? Thawalu represents divine consciousness. It also represents literal divine manifestation, all right, or a collective consciousness. Literally a unison, like all of us in unity, in a sense. That's how I can translate it. But we have various tribes, all right? I hail from the Taino tribe that are from the Greater Antilles, all right, what you call the Caribbean islands, namely Puerto Rico is the island that my father stems from. Now, my mother stems from the Lenape tribe, which comes from Delaware, all right? Now, they was forced into Oklahoma with, what was this, in the 1800s, all through the 1800s, and even before then, all right? But most of us been scattered. Haiti is actually a Taino name. That's an original Taino name that hasn't been changed. The name of that island was really Haiti. It really was the same thing. To keep it real. Uno. Taino, the people of Haiti are Taino. I mean, you got various different African bloodline, and of course, you got the conquistadors that came through, but essentially the bloodline is still there, man. We're still here. All right? We're still here as a people. The blood, you can change the skin complexion, you can flip it up and do all the weird stuff, but guess what? The blood is still there. The blood is still calling out. The blood of our ancestors is still calling, telling us to come home. I'm so serious about that. We are one people, all the people of the Greater Antilles, and we one tribe. And one thing is, when when they actually captured certain members of our people and they said that they were Taino, they were actually saying that they were good people, just that they were the good people. Not essentially name us as a tribe like that, but we can run with that because affectionately we can connect with that thought. All right? To keep it real. We can connect with that thought and know the idea. I if you read the journals of Christopher Columbus, he talks about how these people, they, and it's many other journals that talk about the people, how they didn't have wars or didn't have fighting or killing, or they didn't have stealing or murder. And then if you think about what type of society had that type of governance, or what type of laws govern that society. And these are the laws that I'm saying that we need to live by for each other. We need to live by the right laws where we can be worth our weight in gold. Literally. Worth our weight in gold. You say, what do you mean by that? Meaning by like your integrity. Like you got a community of people. You can't just do all your weird stuff by yourself and not be judged by the people that are a part of who you are and part of what makes us as a whole. All right? And we put each other and make the community raise the children. You know what's so sad? I realized that most of the world is not monolinguistic. That is scary. That is actually scary. If you think about it, a lot of the people in America, let me say, so to say, are monolinguistic. And what do you mean by that, Lamel? What I'm saying is that we only speak one language. If you only speak one language, that is an actual problem. I'm going to tell you why it's an actual problem. Because it's the functionality of your mind. Like, man, certain people that their imaginative thoughts and how they do certain things, they spoke other languages, not just one language. I can go through a list of people that invented many things, many great things. Even mathematicians, they spoke more than one language. As tribal people, we spoke more than one language so we can communicate with various other tribes and do trade. All right? So now we spreading the love, and we taking the love to the next generation. All right? Whether you know it or not, they are training us to be forgotten. And you might say, what do you mean by that? They are training us to be forgotten. Like a lot of the traditions, we don't believe in those traditions no more. You can say, for real, yeah, Christmas and all that. And we didn't got knowledge of self, and we don't believe in all that weird stuff no more. But the tradition still stands. All right? The tradition still stands. We have to create certain traditions so our children can follow certain things that we do and what we emulate. You say, how you join the tribe? We have a movement called the Messiah Code. All right? The Messiah Code is about unraveling the mysteries of the Messiah. Okay? It's about unraveling the mysteries of who the Messiah was, is, and will be. And let me say this. I'm going to keep it real, Uno. We are the Messiah. We are the Messiah that they have been waiting for, that was, and also will be. All right? Because we are the body of the Messiah. We collectively create that body of its return, of his return or her return, whatever you want to call it. We are the idea of that returning. All right? So link up with the family. You got the email on the bottom. I send you books. I send you books and I send you information. What you should know is this right here, family. This right here. This right here is our symbol. This is our symbol, family, this is the universal symbol of peace. And you might say, why is that? The female and the male both on one hand, but this is the family tree. All tree on one. All tree in one. All tree in one. All right? That's what this is. But more than anything, the idea of this, it's like you can count with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excuse me. But yeah, you can count with that. That's a tribal hand, which is called the Miwi. But this right here is this is the universal symbol of our body right here. Hear me out. This is the 131. This is the symbol of the 131. 1, 3, and 1. All right, certain things that we done, like it's all tribal, bro. Oh, it's all tribal. All this stuff is just like it's coming back for who we are. It's resonating who we are. All right, let me go over a couple things. You see this right here? We got something coming up. This is tribal right here. Let me show you this. The 90-day water cleanse. Are y'all ready for it? That's what I want to know. The 90-day water fast and cleansing is coming up February 1st. Are y'all ready for it? Because if y'all ready for this, y'all ready to get it in. It's a real great cleansing. I mean, a lot of people are doing different cleansings, so I'm not going to knock anybody. But this right here is much more. This helps you escape the world of illusions, and also what it helps you do in a 90-day sequence, it helps you learn the body of the Messiah. See, remember when I said we are the body of the Messiah? This is the body right here. You see it, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it teaches you the mathematics, because as you go up the body, what you see the mathematics are square. They're square numbers. 5, you see 25, 36. So 6, the sixth letter of the alphabet is what? F. All right? It moves up. It constantly moves up the body. All right? And each body part has a certain lesson that one learns about their self. All right? And this is the 131. Now, if I ask you to pick a number between 1 and 31, you have come into this world through that manifestation. Okay? Which is your birthday, or what we call log date. Now, what's so deep about this, just tapping into it, in a sense, what's so deep about this body right here, that, remember this, that the body is the temple. All right, y'all know the body is the temple. So if the body is the temple, like when you build in a temple, it has certain procedures that's done in order to build the temple. All right, you have an architect, right? And then the architect has a plan. And we think about the universe has a great plan for us, all right, as being the architect for the building of the temple. If you listening to what I'm saying, man, we have a greater purpose together. We have a true purpose together, and to make a lot of things happen. It's about learning and doing different things, okay? But much more, me sharing these principles with you, let me share with you, since I gave you today's date. Remember, I told you we're in the age, people beg to differ, but we're in the age of enlightenment. We're in the age of information. Some call it the age of Aquarius, and other people call it other things. But I'm gonna tell you, we're in an age where things are being transferred. Things are changing rapidly, and we are part of that evolution. You hear me, Messiah? Like, you are part of the evolution. So I don't want you to think of yourself of anything less than something that is great. Okay? So again, we got principles and different things that are part of how the temple operates, or how the temple is utilized within one's life. Okay? Now, when you move up the body, you got the foot. Is the right foot is number one. All right? So the right foot being number one, you know what it represents? It represents one taking a journey. That's why it's the right foot. Because you taking a journey within yourself. Okay? And then I can take this back to ancient Egypt, when you would see a certain pharaoh or with their left foot in front of the right. And you might say, so what do you mean? You stepped with the right foot? Yes, because when he stepped with the right foot, he didn't step forward. He took a step backwards because he took a step within himself. Y'all feel me? I can show you this. Like, I can show you different pictures of pharaohs stepping. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I'll pull that up. But I'll show you pictures of pharaohs stepping, and when they step, they actually it seems to be that they're stepping with their left foot frontwards forward, but they're actually stepping with their right foot backwards. All right? And that's what I'm saying, that the right foot represents the journey within. That is the first step that you take. That is the first number. It represents harukment. Everything is placed in movement. Movement represents time and space, and as well as existence. All right? We can go back to the furthest, to the smallest measurement of existence. It's in movement, which means that you must be in movement. And let's bring this back to a relationship, man, because I titled this Love, Life, Wealth, and also the Law of Attraction. Let's bring this to love. Let me tell you something. Love has an appetite of sort. You say, what do you mean? Hear me out. If you want to keep a relationship going, you want to keep a relationship happy, you want to keep a relationship everlasting of sort, you got to remember that it has an appetite. And you must feed the hunger, and you must feed that appetite day in and day out. Because in order for anything to sustain itself, like life, which is the next subject, what does it need? It needs to be fed. Am I right? Just like you at the dinner table, you must be fed. You must be fed, and you must be fed sustenance that gives you health. Because if you have health, you have wealth, which is my next point in the title of the video. All right? All of these things are essential to the principles that we represent as messiahs. When I say a messiah, I'm saying it like a universal word. I'm not saying it so you can take it as it's like it can be male or female. I don't want you to switch it up. It can be male or female that can be the Messiah, that can save us. But the idea is for you to save yourself first. Okay? It's to save yourself. It's for you to know the things that you need to do to fix yourself so you can save others. All right? But love it needs an appetite. And then one thing is, love starts with the letter L, which is the 12th letter of the alphabet, which represents the canopy of the zodiac, or of the stars that we or the procession of stars that we move through. All right? That's also connected with the roof of your mouth. because when you say any letter with the L word, you go love, and you go to the highest point of your mouth. So you're going to the highest portion of yourself to reach for the love. All right? And then you go into your heart and you say, this is significant to the Messiah. You know, this goes back to the body of the Messiah because, you know, if you go to what is considered to be the upgraded body of the Messiah, right? You have what is considered to be the number 34, which talks about this, which is actually the number 34. It's 3 times 4, and 3 times 4 is 12, and at the number 34 is at the heart chakra, what people consider to be the heart chakra, which reflects the color green. I wanted to show y'all this real quick. Y'all see this? Y'all see this real quick, right? Everybody in the YouTube, everybody in the Facebook. I mean, if you don't have to comment if you don't want, but I'm just saying, like, do y'all see what I'm saying right here? Like, you got the body. This is the body of resurrection, or the upgraded body of the Messiah. Okay? So this is literally what is considered to be a star map. And this body right here enables one to measure the stars with their self. And I can go back to Leonardo da Vinci, man. This is you look at this image. I was talking about the number 34. I was talking about the number 12 and linking it up to the letter L. All right, which reflects the letter, the love. Talking about that. All right. What I was saying was at the body of this Messiah right here, which is the body of resurrection, it teaches you something. It's right here. It's the chamber. It teaches you something about yourself, because behind it you got the 12 vertebrae, and the 12 vertebrae of the spine, or the thoracic spine, has 12 vertebrae, and those 12 vertebrae represent 12 notes. Y'all hear me? They represent 12 notes of a piano, or the 12 notes of music. So when you're channeling love, you're channeling a frequency. This is what I'm showing y'all. I'm showing y'all through this ancient image that is now here in the present. All right? Because it is literally a star map of oneself. Nothing is discovered. It is literally uncovered. I'm going to say that. Nothing is discovered. It is only uncovered. You hear me, Messiah? So in the book, it breaks it down. I'm going to show y'all. In the book, it breaks it down. This is the 90-day water cleanse. It gives you a brief synopsis of what the number 34 is called, El Kisei. And what's so deep is we're on Thursday, El Kisei, which is also Thorsi. El Kisei is also talking about the spiritual heart. All right? The spiritual heart. The spiritual heart is the throne of Allah. So what it says right here at the spiritual heart is, it says, I give all that I have to love. Come on now. We talk about relationships, and we talk about love and the good feeling of it and what it represents. Think about that aspect of what that thought means. I give all that I have to love. Commit to the universe whatever you do, and it will establish your plans. You hear me? So this is the Supreme Grand Wisdom. Shout out to Still Waters. Peace to all the Messiah Code All-Stars. And this right here teaches you the cube as well. You see the cube numbers. 34 cube is 39,304. Okay. So learning the body of this Messiah, which is the upgraded body of the Messiah, you'll learn the cube of of 1 through 99. Okay? Now, in what is called the body of manifestation, the 1 through 31, you learned the square. You see that? You learned the square of each number. You see 4, 9, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, square of 5 is 25, square of 6. You learned all these squares to 31 because this has a symbolic meaning. All of this has a symbolic meaning. 961 is a symbolic meaning. It's the square of 31, 961. This is where you get also if you flip it up, you can get 13 times 13 is 169. And you got 14 times 14 is 196. And they have a relationship with each other. Because the 14, and what's so deep, I'm about to take y'all even deeper. This is so deep. The 14 and the 13 are synonymous. And you might say, why is that? In mathematics, they were synonymous. And then if you think about the Geminoid meteorite showers that are happening, when did they happen? They happened on the 13th and the 14th. Because the 13th and the 14th have a mathematic connection with them. 13, 14, and 31. All right. I just broke it down in a square because you got 13 times 13, and we're talking about the frequency and the vibration of the number. And I can go back to music theory and play with this stuff. And when you play with it in music theory, you start to create harmony. When you start to play with these numbers and go a half step, whole step, half step, and you start touching the keys, guess what you start doing? You start singing the new song. So yes, the 13 at that connects up to, yes, as you go up the hertz, you actually go up what is considered to be the higher thoughts of oneself. You only can hear to a certain amount of hertz, but as you go up to the certain hertz, it actually represents a higher frequency of vibration that one can channel on, because the highest frequency that one can actually exist on is love, period. It's the highest frequency that any hertz, because we're talking about a vibration. We're talking about something vibrating against air, and you hearing it, and it's hitting your ear, and it's vibrating through the airwaves at a certain amount of at a certain amount of times per second, but it hits your ears, pow, because we can interpret vibrations. That's all music is. All like linking up with people and connecting with good people is vibrations, and the vibrations that essentially connect with our soul. Shout out to my sister Trisha in the building. Messiah Code All-Star and Tribal member. Yeah, man. This body of the Messiah is so important. If any message I ever or anyone has sent to you, all right? We all have a purpose to fulfill, okay? And many of us know who we are and know what we have come to do. And what I have come to do and what I have come to share with you in this new age of enlightenment is the body of the Messiah. I'm saying that we collectively represent this body. We all take shape. We all came in here literally in a manifestation of our choosing, which you call a log date. Like you magnetically came to this earth and decided to come into this world, all right, through the pathway and through the womb and through the temple of your mother and father. All right? Even when you look at the legs, if you see the legs and then the womb, it's the same thing as in old times of antiquity. When you went into a temple, you would see two pillars, and then you would see the doorway to go in the temple, and that represented the two legs of a woman and one going back into the womb of manifestation. Okay? But we are messiahs. All right? We're messiahs, man. We are the leaders and saviors of a particular group or a cause. But that's in the dictionary. But a messiah, we gave new light and meaning to it. A messiah is one who is preparated for war. Period. You say, man, what kind of war you got going on? Because I gave you the 7 weapons that you utilize in this war. You got what? The rod, you got the staff, you got the arrow, the bow, you got the sword, you got the laser, and then you got the hammer. And then you should know how to utilize all 7 weapons of a messiah. You hear me? The Walu. All tribal members stand up. It's time to call out the ancient ones through our bloodlines. We're not just from, I would say Africa. We're not just from, what do you want to call it? Europe. We're not just from South America or the Caribbean islands or various other places in the world. We're not just from these places. We come from the stars. We are star children. Like everything that's in you, the fundamental elements that make you up, it is the same thing that is in the galaxy, it's in the universe. Like we are star dust, if you want to call it that. We came here for a purpose. And the purpose is what you are magnetically attracted to. You are literally polarized. At the center of your heart, you have what is considered to be iron or hemoglobin, or at the center of hemoglobin is the iron molecule or element. All right. And then you think about this, iron is ferromagnetic. So you have a dwarf star. You are walking around with a dwarf star inside of you. Like it goes out literally from 3 to 9 feet. Magnetic attraction going off everywhere you turn. That's why I said we starting to realize something special about who we truly are. And we are shedding ourselves from people that we don't need to be around. Let me keep it real. And I don't mean to break a couple hearts when I say that, but I'm saying it from everything that I can say. Certain people that when you are moving up a higher vibrational of integrity of who you are, you can't be around people that don't have a sense of integrity. Because these people will weigh your spirit down. They will weigh your heart down. They will weigh your being down. They will weigh whatever you have down and what you consider to be greatness. It would be like a gravity of sort to stop you from achieving what you really want to achieve. Because every time you look around, you have to face the challenge of this moment or trying to bring this one to the promised land. And then, I remember reading certain stories about Moses or whatever, and people can say, man, Noah. But let's say they said this Islamic stories about Noah. They talked about how he actually had a son that he left behind. Okay, and which is deep. And because a lot of people explain the story of Noah, but they don't explain the fact that, oh man, he had a son that was left behind. He left a son behind because more or less he was trying to hold on to a woman. And you say, for real? like literally trying to hold on to somebody that didn't believe that the end of the world was coming. Excuse me, or am I in the building? Can you see me or hear me? But yeah, like they talk about how Noah had a son, and I'll look this up if y'all wanted to, but I'm just being brief and just being, because I want to get to the point that I'm saying. All right, they said he had a son that he left behind, more or less because he was, his son was in love with somebody that didn't believe that the end of the world was happening, and he had to whatever, and or that particular portion of the world, rather, not the end of the world, but the end of that portion of the world. All right, so I bring this to say that, and then he ended up perishing. He ended up perishing at the end because of he didn't listen to what his father was saying. Okay. Now I bring this to say that some people, you just gotta let them be whoever they want to be. You gotta let them whatever they want to do or however they want to do it. You just gotta let them be however they want to be, because you only really have one life. And some people, and what the problem is that a lot of us need help, but we don't want to admit that we need help. We don't want to go to somebody like, they got therapists now. They got counseling and certain things that can mend relationships and mend people's mind. But people are so afraid to go out because the institutions that represent these people are not the institutions that are for the people, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, they got the jobs and they are employing a certain portion of the people, but they become disassimilated up from the people when they become a part of these institutions, if you know what I'm saying as well. All right? So we need to be able to turn to people that we can talk to. We need to be able to turn and be able to feel obligated to release what's inside of our heart, so it don't weigh ourselves down, where we don't become a literal emotional, what they call it, emotional landmine, where somebody walk on the wrong thing and then boom, you explode and it becomes the wrong situation. All right, and it becomes a situation that's uncontrollable, like almost like a snowball effect, if you know what I'm saying as well. Okay, but I speak from the heart, and I'm saying, like, this body that we call the Messiah, it collectively functions as where every body part is important. You think about the person that is connected to you and that you in love with. If you think of them as a part of your body, like, how would you treat your body? You wouldn't want to put your body in danger. You wouldn't want to. You would want to make sure that your body is healthy, of sort. So this is the healthy relationship that we share in connection with each other, knowing that we share this body of the Messiah. Okay. And I want to tell you, me is we. That is a motto of what we say. Me is we. Me is, that's why it's called the me we. But more or less, me is we. Me is we, y'all. All right. So what else can I say to y'all? I got 5 minutes before I get off. Any questions or comments? Anybody in the YouTube or Facebook? Any questions or comments before I get off? I want to say thank you for your time. Yo, why do I enjoy? You say, why do I enjoy being the God and the devil? That's deep. I would say this. You said, but I always show love. I don't know what you mean by. I don't know what you mean by saying, why do I enjoy playing God and the devil? Sister Trisha said balance. I like that. You know, that's what's up. That's cool. I like that. That's some real stuff. That's some real stuff, Uno. Trish said balance. She said balance. I get that. That is like it may be balance. You know, I say this. You know, it's a greater enemy. You know, you got a demon actually means a spirit, because if you go to the root of it, the etymology of it, dia means spirit, and then you got Amun, which is the hidden one. So it's Di Amun, demon. So demon or Amun also always meant the hidden, or something that's hidden in a sense, or hidden faith or something like that. But Dia actually means spirit. So we're not going to talk about demons. It's so many spirits out here, all right, that can be casted in how people interpreted life. Uno. Also, yeah, you said the hidden would be the shadow of me. Yeah, you're right. The hidden spirit, the hidden shadow version of yourself, a demon. All right, but sometimes the hidden version of yourself is a good thing. Yo, didn't the scripture tell you about how you don't let people see your good deeds, you let God see, or the universe see your good deeds, so you'll be rewarded. You don't be trying to get like glory for men, you try to get glory from the universe. So it's a hidden side of yourself, or the shadow side of yourself, that's good as well. You hear me, Sister Trish? Yeah, it's another shadow side of yourself that's good as well. Because let's say you do something good for somebody and you don't want no glory for it. As a Messiah, we used to wear the mask. And the mask mean that we would do things and we wouldn't want to be glorified. We would want God to get the glory, because we'll be taking a job as a universal plan. Yo, you know what's so deep? I got something for y'all to think about real quick. Trish, think about this real quick. Uno, think about this real quick. Right? Brother Anku, think about this real quick. Still Waters, Brother King Crucial, LJ Ra, I see y'all in the building. I see everybody, Messiah Code All-Stars. I want y'all to think about something that I'm about to tell y'all that is about to blow your mind. I don't know if anybody ever told you this, all right? And it's about existence. And I want y'all to take your mind with me real quick, all right? And I want you to just think about this. Imagine existence like this. We're all in a room together, all of us. Everybody that's in this broadcast, we're all in a room together, right? And somebody is holding like, let's say a pyramid. I want y'all to all imagine a pyramid in the center of the circle, right? Somebody put the pyramid down, like a small pyramid that somebody designed out of, like, it's just like a crystal pyramid, all right? And somebody put it in the center of the circle where we're all just sitting there looking at the pyramid, all right? Y'all with me, right? Y'all with me what I'm about to say. Hopefully y'all following me. Just follow me. Just put it in your imagination real quick. So now everybody in the broadcast, we're looking at this pyramid in the center of the circle of all of us. Now, what I want you to do is start to imagine the next person's vision of what this pyramid looks like in the center of the circle. So now you start thinking of the person next to you. You say, man, LJ Ra is next to me, or somebody else, my grandmama's next to me, and my kids next to me. We all looking at this pyramid in the center of the circle. Now I want you to look at your kids looking, or your children, or anybody else in the broadcast looking at this pyramid in the center of the circle. So now you start to get different perspectives looking at the freaking pyramid in the middle of the circle. All of us looking. This is in your imagination. In your imagination. All right? How about this? After you start looking and thinking about this so much, just from so many perspectives, now I'm gonna say, well, why don't you be the instead of being a person, why don't you be the floor observing the pyramid? Why don't you be the sky observing the pyramid? All right, just don't be the people that's in the circle observing the pyramid in the center of our circle. I want you to be the sky now. Now I want you to be the wind observing the pyramid in the center. Are you using your imagination? Please, I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying and let my words guide your imagination for this. The pyramid is in the center of us. You are imagining yourself as the other observer, not just yourself. Now you're imagining yourself as the wind, observing the pyramid in the center of the circle. Now you're the sky. Let's take it even further. All right? You become the molecules or the atoms, all right, that's observing the pyramid in the center of the circle. How many perspectives you start to begin to see? Guess what? You begin to see. If anybody was doing this in their mind, you start beginning to see darkness. You start to see the blackness. You start seeing blackness because all the images started overlapping each other. All the images started overlapping each other of you looking at the pyramid in the middle of the circle. All the molecules and everything that you became to observe the pyramid, the sky, the people in the circle, observing the pyramid, the crystal pyramid in the center of the circle. So we go back to that realm when we see things truly for what they are. We go back in that realm when we see things for what they truly are. And then you start to move with feeling. The idea of feeling things. You know, my brother LJ Ra, he practices martial arts and he's very good at martial arts. I'm gonna tell you one thing about if you ever study, you know, certain people, when they obtain the highest levels of martial arts and they start to blindfold themselves and they start to fight battles blindfolded, one asks, how does this person fight a battle blindfolded? Because they begin to tap into intuition. They begin to fight battles with intuition, as opposed to utilizing their eyes, utilizing their ears, utilizing the sense of smelling or what you consider to be touch. They utilize intuition to fight their battles. Yo, you know, that is so deep, man. We are all, you said we are all the all. That's right. Love is, you said love this technique. It activates on cellular level and recodes the DNA to accept the knowing of the all. So, like you said, there is no separation. Let me tell you something. If you study your lessons in the Messiah Code, let me show you something real quick. Real quick, sis. Let me see. I'm gonna show you something real quick. If you ever study your lessons, right? We got the supreme mathematics, right? um, I'm gonna show you something. What it says. It's gonna blow your mind. You like this is what we teach. This is what we share with the community. When you learning the supreme grandmother and grandfather of mathematics, the supreme grandmother grandfather of mathematics, what did it say? A stands for all and everything in creation, the substance that fills and surrounds what we know and don't know to be existence. Todo y todo en la creación, la sustancia que llena y rodea lo que sabemos y no sabemos que es existencia, excuse me. Mi español is basura, but I'm working on it. Yo soy trabajando on it. So y'all will, maybe one day I'll be speaking in Spanish totally in this joint. That'll be hot. I'm working on that. So yeah, we was connected up. Anything anybody else want to say before we get off? Y'all got the email, right? Y'all got the email. Y'all got the email. So yeah, the email's on the bottom of the screen. I would like to send y'all a new book of sort. Okay? Yeah, I'd like to send y'all a new book. Please link up. I want to send you the secrets a lot. Oh, I do have you said no, I didn't have the email. I think you sent me a inbox, Sister Still Waters. I got your email. I'm gonna send you an email. I'm gonna send you a book. I actually put the Cash App on there as well. You can send a sponsorship. I'll send you a book though. You said, man, what do you say, Uno? You said, man, I know I got a lot of power to help everybody, but I love to be alone and drown in my sorrow. Not even depression. I've just embraced my dark side. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Just fall back, get it together, and just I guess things come in due time. Sometimes it don't come in the time that people expect things to come. All right, it comes in due time, and it's about just taking that time to move forward. That's the best advice I can give you on that. That's the best advice I can give you, because when we thinking about the 7 laws of creation, we thinking about the mind, we thinking about correspondence, as above, so below, and then it's vibration. Vibration is very important. So vibration also connects up with time, because everything has a vibration of sort of how it moves through the network. All right? Yeah. Real talk. But I'll send y'all a book, yo. No problem. No problem. We on deck. Please, I got books to send y'all. I want to, if y'all don't got the 141, which is this book right here, the 141, Introduction to Magic and Divination. A lot of the information I was sharing with you was from this book. I'll send you that book. All right, this is a very good book, Master Key Application 141. The reason why they're called Master Key applications, because it's literally applicable. It got to be applicable to life. Yo, bro, LJ Ra is actually guest starring in one of the books. I'm gonna say that, and it will be on Amazon in January. The book The Secrets of La is another book that I want to share with y'all. Let me see if I got it here. Is I asked people to be models in the book. My brother LJ Ra actually was a model in the book, which I appreciated. And yeah, man, I really appreciate your donation of sort, because you donated your image and your likeness to the book. Let me see if I can pull that chapter up. Yeah, man, you donated your image and your likeness. Now, if this book takes off, of course I'll bless you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about the love, man. I know it's all about the love. It ain't all about all that, man. Like a lot of people and looked out because I asked them to be models for the book. Look, and you a great person in the book as well, bro. Like, I didn't sell you out and make you no weirdo. You a great person in the book. Like, look, I'll read a little bit of this before I get off. How about that? And we'll talk about Master Lonnie. See, we're talking about, man, this book goes hella deep. This book goes hella deep when it gets to this point. When it gets to this point, it's called the resurrection. All right? But this was Master Lonnie. And these are some of the teachings of Master Lonnie. True strength of a warrior is not measured. Look at this. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to blow it up. Thank you, bro. Look, it says true strength of a warrior is not measured by his sword, but by his determined spirit. In the face of adversity, a warrior remains resolute and unyielding. The sword is only as sharp as the warrior who yields it. A warrior's greatest weapon is his mind. Sharpen it with knowledge and discipline. All right, these are lessons of Master Lonnie. These are lessons of Master Lonnie in this book called The Secrets of La. All right, which is a renowned person, and essentially to what this book is actually, the message that this book is resonating. Okay, so the battle is won before it is fought. Ooh, victory is achieved through careful preparation and strategic thinking. All right, the path of the warrior is one of integrity and honor. Stand by your principles even in the face of what? Temptation. All right, so these are the lessons that The Secrets of La is teaching you, because it has a martial art section. See, a lot of people think martial arts is about kicking ass all the time. Like, I'm gonna just go kick somebody's ass. I'm gonna just go kick somebody's ass, Lamel. Nah, martial arts has a mind. It has a mind aspect. It's more mental than anything. It's more mental than physical. Should I say? It's more fights that you doing in your mind than what you doing with your body. Imagine you can kick somebody's ass and you decide not to kick their ass. That's humility. That's showing the strength of God. When somebody try to tempt you for anger and you decide not to be tempted for anger. Am I right? That's the strength of God in you. Knowing you can break, because it's only utilized for things that we need to do to save our people from disparity. But it is more mental than anything, the fight. So when Master Lonnie, thank you, bro. And brother LJ Ra is a martial artist, a real martial artist. And one thing is, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna big you up one more time, bro. Like, I follow people and I look at what your example is. That's how they followed the Prophet Muhammad and various other great people. They followed their example in a sense. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't have to more or less interview you on what should I say in the book. because I'm a martial artist myself. But I put in the book universal principles that I figured would connect with the thoughts that would be displayed in all martial arts. Because we're all fighting a battle. We're all fighting a battle, yo. So yeah, you're utilizing the proverbs of a warrior. We utilize the proverbs of a warrior, all right, in order to fight many battles, all right? Because a lot of people utilize proverbs of the Bible. They utilize proverbs of different Facebook posts and whatever like that. But utilizing the proverbs of a warrior is essential key to win not only the battle, but to win the war itself. All right. So, yeah, adversity reveals the character of a warrior. Rise above the challenges and let them forge your strength. You hear that? You hear that, warrior? The way you use those laws are how many masters teach. It's definitely not about just fighting. Thank you, my brother. So it says right there, this is the wisdom of Master Lonnie. Adversity reveals the character of a warrior. Rise above the challenges and let them forge your strength. The true essence of a warrior lies not in victory or defeat, but in the way he carries himself with honor and dignity. Man, I can go on and on. But yeah, man. This is Master Lonnie. He's in a book. He's in a book, man, and he's breaking this stuff down. Man, these laws are all in the book, The Secrets of La. And The Secrets of La actually stands for The Secrets of the Lost Angels. All right? The Secrets of the Lost Angels. So this is Lamar's encounter when he was being taught by Master Lonnie. Okay? This tells you a lot of stuff, man. And I can go on and on with the wisdom. I can go on and on with the wisdom, but I just want to leave y'all with some good stuff, man. I want to say I love y'all. Perceive what cannot be seen with the eye. This Proverbs and phases emphasize, the importance of intuition and awareness in battle, encouraging warriors to be observant and perceptive beyond the physical realm. And that's what I was getting to, what made me talk about martial arts. What made me start talking about martial arts and my brother LJ Ra in this, because I was talking about how fighting a battle with intuition, like how we got to fight certain battles with our intuitive sense. Because at times you're not going to have your ears. You're not going to have your eyes. You're not going to have your nose to see things. But you're going to have to use a greater perception to know things in order to fight these battles, in order to connect with those that you love and those that you really cherish. All right? And those that you really want in your life. Sometimes you're going to have to come through a broadcast that's essential in the heart. It's 11:21. That means love. Okay? So y'all have a good night. Thank you for your time. It is priceless. I want to say shout out to all the messiahs. You know who you are, man. Shout out to everybody that's a part of the movement. That makes sense. All right. You know, we are who we are, man. And we all got a journey to fulfill. You know? We all got a journey to fulfill. Now is the time. Now is the time to tap into the love. Now is the time to grow the seed of hope within oneself. Now is the time to enjoy life and what the universe has to offer. Now it's time. It's no other time than now. Release everything that you don't need. Release and let go of those things that you don't need. All right. Become who you are, a Messiah. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. I love y'all.